following is a presentation of Fox Sports.
A gorgeous day here at the MLB Urban Youth Academy in Compton, California, where tonight it's 60 of the top prospects from the California Collegiate League taking to the diamond for the 7th edition of the CCL All Star game. 19 pitchers and 41 position players arrive here in Southern California looking to display their talents. Happy to have you along here on Fox Sports. My name is Mark Rogandino, alongside one of our original dual sport threats back in his USC days. It's none other than John Jackson and JJ. Of course, yesterday, the Midsummer Classic out there in Cincinnati for the guys in the big leagues. But for these young players here, of course, they want to one day hope to get to that Midsummer Classic. Part of the journey is playing in the CCL.
What a great experience for all the players in the CCL. The thing is, they get to spend their summer away from their families, away from their schools, get out of their comfort zone, and what I think is the closest thing they're going to get to minor league baseball. They'll spend 2.5 months. They'll play 50 games in 75 days, which is a great experience for all of them. And tonight, as an example, we have 45 to 50 scouts on display tonight to take a look at the talent at the college level, which means the best are going to play against the best.
Yeah, certainly a little bit of added pressure with those scouts on hand. Now, many CCL alumni have been able to parlay their time here in the summer into an opportunity in the Major League Baseball draft. In fact, recently, just over a month ago in the MLB draft, 70 players went that had CCL ties, including Dylan Tate, who's the number 4 overall pick going to the Texas Rangers. He played for the Academy Barons back in 2013 in the CCL, and now getting an opportunity to do it in the bigs. But he's not the only one, JJ. There's several guys on a long list of players that have been in the CCL and now are in the bigs.
Yeah, you take a look at this list of alumni. Chris Bryant, of course, having a big year for the Cubs. 2nd overall pick in 2013. How about C.J. Cron, whose local product played for the Los Angeles Angels? Everybody knows him. Matt Garza, 10 years in Major League Baseball. He played for the Blues and the Foresters in the CCL. And then James Shields played for the Santa Barbara Foresters. He's a local product out of Hart High School. 10 years in the big leagues, 2011 All-Star, and plays locally with your San Diego Padres.
First pitch just moments away. Plenty of excitement and emotions for these young ball players. What can we expect? We'll let them provide the answer to that question.
My name is Michael Stafford, and tonight I'm going to compete and have fun.
I'm Steven Corona. Tonight I will play like it's my last.
I'm Corey Poole, and tonight I will impress the people who doubted me in the past.
I'm Philip Caulfield, and tonight I will show the world what I can do.
I'm Brett Barbier, and tonight I will hustle and play my hardest.
I'm Ryan Sluter, and tonight I will enjoy the competition and playing the game I love.
In the CCL All Star game.
In the CCL All Star game on Fox Sports.
On Fox Sports.
In the CCL All Star game on Fox Sports.
It was after my first year of college, so it was really just my first summer league away from, I didn't know any of the players, so it's kind of like stepping into a minor league in that sense, to where it's all new guys, and just to gel with the new teammates is always fun, and it was a great league. It was fun to play in.
Back to the MLB Urban Youth Academy. Mark Rogandino, John Jackson, and the skipper of the Halos, Mike Sosha. Glad to have you along here for another year. Always good to see you out of the ballpark.
All right, Mark, JJ, I actually saw CJ play in the CCL a couple years ago, and he was a catcher then. And obviously he's moved to first base, and he's swinging the bat well for us right now, so we're happy to have him.
Well, I mean, that bleeds right into exactly some of the talking points. An opportunity, I know you were with Conejo Oaks, but an opportunity to get a look at some young ball players, and you never know when you look at some of the names that have gone from the CCL up to Major League Baseball.
I think that's one of the things that's really fun to be around. And when you look at the roster of guys that are now not only in professional baseball, which many of these kids will get the opportunity to do, but in the major leagues, you can talk about James Shields, you can talk about Chris Bryant and C.J. Crone, and the list goes on and on. It's a great league. I think you have very, very high caliber talent in this league, and we've had some really good pitching the last couple of years that I think is probably the baseline. You look at any league, it's really competitive.
Martin will step out, gather himself here for a moment.
It's pretty good having Soshan. Next year we have to do it like for a whole inning.
I was just going to say the same thing.
I had like 5 more questions for him, and he just walked out.
Martin gets good wood on that one. It's headed back toward the track,
got him.
And it's gone. Got all that inside pitch, sending it over the right field fence to give the North All-Stars a 1-0 early lead here tonight.
Fastball inside half of the plate, and he just did a great job of turning on that one.
Just one home run for the North catcher so far during the summer, but he got all of this one.
That fastball middle in, he just comes right down on it. You can see he knew it was gone right as soon as he hit it.
Martin got a hold of a good pitch and drove it over the right field wall. Let's see how Rodriguez adjusts here to the rest of the hitters here in the second inning. That ball driven out to right field as well, going back to the warning track, and it's the same spot. Bedar sends it over the right field fence. 3 hitters for Angel Rodriguez he's faced here in the second inning, and 2 of them have gone yard.
That was a great display of power. Right-handed hitter going the opposite way.
And again, I mentioned it in the first inning, JJ, the wood bats not having an effect right now on the north, though.
Well, that pitch was letter high, and what happens as a hitter, you get those pitches letter high, you're able to get on top of them, and there's a lot of bat speed as you see Bedard get that one up in the speed. Just changes the game, obviously, and you can see he's gone on the first pitch, no hesitation there, and puts his head down. He knew the batter, with King's reputation, if you're the batter, you're taking that all the way. As soon as you get the glimpse that he's going, let him steal second base. Now runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Philip Caulfield, the next player up for the North All Stars.
For sure.
That ball is ripped down the left field line. It'll hop off the fence. Von Bozian, the right fielder for the North, tried to stretch it into a double, and a good throw will get him at second base for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Rogo, he was actually in there, but the pop-up slide took him off the second base, and that's where the tag was applied. You can see him laughing about it. He's like, golly, I hit that ball hard. If you hit the ball that hard, you deserve a double.
Yeah, Zach Gibbons, though, with a good play off the wall here defensively.
Yeah, that ball just short hopped the wall, and this throw is what really turned things around, and the fact they were able to keep the tag on. You see that pop up right there when he pops up off the base is where, oh, he actually never got there. That's why he's laughing. He's like, I never touched the base. I know I'm out.
2-2 now.
See, the one thing you'll notice about Link also, I love his presence on the mound because he works in a hurry. As soon as he gets in, he delivers.
Yeah, quite the contrast as Montalbano gets all of that one. He should ring that one off the scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch sent over the left field wall. And the South are on the board.
And he really got that one. There's a curveball that was left slightly up in the zone. Montalbano, one of those guys that has so much power, you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay for it.
Second home run on the year for the junior out of Tulane, and take another look at the swing.
And one of the things he's been working on is trying to get pitches and hitters count. So that isn't a bad pitch. That pitch was a curveball. It was still over the outer half, but he has such great plate coverage, and not to mention the power off his bat.
Esme hits the first pitch right back up the middle.
Esme with 2 hits.
Junior third baseman trots down to first base, and all of a sudden a little bit of a 2-out rally going here. Excuse me, 1-out rally going here for the South. You know, Skip, obviously these young men want to come here and showcase what they can do. I think we're hearing word is north of 45 MLB scouts on hand. Outside of your own guys, how much do you get a chance to interact and maybe give some instruction to some of the players that you normally wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis?
Well, it's great because I do when we do play against them, you know, if they're a standout player, they're a good player, and they make some good plays. Like, I really like this kid hitting right here. When we played against them down at their place, he really put on a show for us. And then you see him, and then they're in your dugout, and you get to talk to him. Yeah, I get to talk to him a little bit about what they need to do and how they need to carry themselves. And, you know, just give them a little bit of wisdom. I don't get a lot of it, but a little bit. And you know, they're all players, and they're all young players trying to get to the next level. They could be in my uniform or their uniform, but they're still, there it is, goodbye.
Rojas gets all of that one, and he sends it over the right field wall.
Right on cue.
Well, you had a sense something was coming, I think.
I like this kid. You see why? Yeah.
Josh Rojas, we saw him flash the leather out at second base earlier, and now he comes up with a solo shot.
Yeah, that'll get our dugout going a little bit.
Yeah, Skip, I mean, you're obviously glad to have him on his team. What is it that you saw even prior to that swing that you liked about him so much?
Well, everything he does is easy. Things come easy to him. He fields very easily. His bat swing, he can hit the ball. He hits the ball the opposite way. I like that. He showed us he could do that. This kid's similar to him. This kid hit Kaplan right here.
I think it's just gaining their trust. You know, a lot of these guys come to summer programs and they want to make adjustments, or they have special adjustments they need to make. And, you know, it's just, you know, grinding with them every day. You know, they know that, you know, we get to the park just as early as they do. And, you know, so we have their back, and it's just about gaining the athlete's trust.
Hey, Larry, if you look over your left shoulder, can you tell me what loose means?
Thanks, guys. See, I told you they're loose over here.
All right.
Single for Robert Henry. 3-2 North back on top.
Very good piece of hitting on the curveball. Curveball stayed up in the zone, drives it to left field. Kaplan is in left field and actually made a good attempt on this throw, just a little bit offline, and King just has way too much speed. And you see right here, as he starts to turn the corner, you can forget it.
Yeah, there was no hesitation. The third base coach was waving him as soon as he was about 15 steps from third base. Definitely a well-balanced equation for the players here. Ranger stuttered, got all of that pitch as he hits it into the gap. That one bounced high off the fence. Stuttered pushing his way out to second base. And he will begin the top of the 6th inning for the South with a double. Corey Anderson, our new pitcher, coming out onto the mound for the North. Another look at that swing.
Yeah, that one was struck too. The other thing about Studdard is, how about his speed? He got around that turn for second on a gap shot and almost had a chance to go to third.
So that'll bring up Jerry Montalbano, who is one of our 4 home run hitters on the night. Excuse me, it's going to be Sanchez, actually, who will come to the plate here. And he takes the second pitch, puts it out into left field, and that will tie the game.
Offline.
So that was Kyle Sanchez with the RBI single to tie the game at 3, and that'll bring up David Greer, the designated hitter, a junior out of Arizona State. Well, it was the North All-Stars that got things going early, but each time they have taken a lead, the South has found a way to respond. See if they can continue and maybe take their first lead of the ball game here in the top of the 6th. Quick throw, snapped off down to first, and they got him. Sanchez took a little too big of a lead. And a great throw from Brett Barbier.
Very nice. You see Sanchez just get a little too far in that secondary lead. Oh, I don't know. Get a couple of them.
Are we going back to the instant replay discussion?
There's been a couple, you know, but Socha called for it first, right? He's the one that called for the instant replay first, and so far we've had 2 more occasions where it might have come in handy.
One hopper down to third base. Second out of the inning as Montalbano has to hold at second base.
Whenever you do that, especially up in the zone, you have the ability to blow the ball by hitters.
See if he comes back with the 2-strike fastball again. 1-2 pitch from Salinas. He does. Runner going. Chandler down there. Strike him out. Throw him out. And that will bring the top of the inning to a close. The North flashing a little bit of defense there. The throw from behind the plate from Brent Gibbs on the money. 3-3 heading to the bottom of 8. Ninth inning here at the MLB Urban Youth Academy. John Jackson and Mark Rogandino back here with you. Lined into the gap. Greer got all of that. Gonna try and stretch it into a double. It's gonna be a close play down at second, but Greer shifting it into 5th gear and slides in safely with a leadoff double.
Good piece of hitting by Greer as he got a ball out of the outer third of the plate and just drove it right where it was pitched. Outer third of the plate, puts it into right center. Good speed to turn this into a double.
Well, he calls himself a gap-to-gap hitter, and did precisely that. First pitch ball, second pitch. Down in the dirt again. Throw down to third base. They got him.
Oh, wow.
Greer immediately didn't hesitate as he went. But a great throw down to third base from Brent Gibbs to get what would be the go-ahead run for the South.
Gibbs did a nice job of getting this throw down. First ball in the dirt, and as a runner, I love the aggressiveness.
That's a great throw, Gibbs.
Greer tried to argue the case.
I think that's a good call. The Gibbs was all over it. Usually what really good job by Raymer, able to fight off those off-speed pitches. One thing you want with these lefty-lefty matchups, I was a left-handed hitter when I played Rogo, and the thing is with lefty-lefty matchups, you want to change your approach and sort of direct everything tried left center. What it does allows the ball to travel a little bit more, because from left-handed pitchers, the velocity seems a little bit faster, gives the appearance that it's coming a little bit faster, not to mention left-handed pitcher like Murphy hiding the baseball, tough to see out of his hand.
Raymer drives it right back up the middle. Cardenas off and running on the two-out pitch, and he will score as the South take the lead for the first time tonight, and they do it in the top of the 9th inning.
Great piece of hitting right there by Raymer. Got a breaking ball that was up in the zone and just drove it to center field. Didn't try to do too much, didn't swing out of his shoes, just gets that breaking ball and drives it right back up the middle. Beautiful piece of hitting.
Raymer fouled off a couple of pitches and then finally found one to get the barrel of the bat on. Now, is it still back-to-back breaking balls, even though you missed on that pitch?
Yeah, remember, if you walk him, it's not like anything is hurt. You got to, you know, the winning run is at third base. If you walk him, that doesn't mean anything as far as being the pitcher.
Tommy Bell, the outfielder, on the on-deck circle. That one is off the plate as well. And so Kevin Brewer trots down to first base, runners at the corners. But it's the run standing down at third base, and Philip Caulfield is the one that you got to think about.
For the CCL North is Tommy Bell.
So here's Tommy Bell.
New Mexico State.
Lists his best baseball experience ever as playing with the Goodwill Series team over in Australia. He also did it in China. This would certainly top that list if he can drive in the winning run for the North All Stars. Gets a hold of it, and he sends it deep. Back to the warning track. It's gone! Tommy rings the bell with a walk-off three-run jack. And the North are going to win the ball game 7-4. You can't script this stuff. I was just thinking about his other baseball experiences that he lists as highlights in his baseball career. But the junior outfielder from Orange Lutheran High School, not far from here, down in Irvine, with the walk-off jack to give the North a 7-4 win. Sensational stuff here at the MLB Urban Youth Academy. We'll step aside for our final timeout. When we come back, you'll hear from tonight's hero of the game, Tommy Bell, downstairs with our own John Jackson following that three-run blast to win it. North 7, South 4.
Yeah, thanks, Rogo. I got Tommy Bell, the hero of the night. Now, take me through the last at-bat. How did it feel?
Felt great, amazing, great, the best feeling ever there.
You know, you went up there and swung first pitch. You took the first pitch. It was a fastball, you know, deposit over the left field fence. Did you have the idea going into the at-bat that you were going to take the first pitch if it was good?
Yeah, I was honestly, I mean, he's a hard thrower, and he's just been trying to gas by everyone. He throws really hard, and so I was just looking first pitch fastball, and luckily I got it.
A lot of other guys in the previous at-bats were getting off-speed pitches, you know, from him, especially when they got deep into the count. You know, what made you think first pitch fastball and let's go?
I don't know, just had a feeling. Guessed right, I guess.
And that is going to do it for our coverage from here at the MLB Urban Youth Academy. They did a fantastic job once again hosting us here for the California Collegiate League All Star game. In the end, it is all said and done. A 7-4 win for the North in dramatic fashion through the three-run jack by Tommy Bell over the left field wall. as it is a walk-off 3-run shot in the bottom of the ninth. For John Jackson and the rest of our Fox Sports crew, my name is Mark Rogandino. Tanner Murphy, your winning pitcher. Justin Camp, your loser. All 60 athletes on display. Let's do it again next year right here from the MLB Urban Youth Academy. Thanks for joining us on Fox Sports.